Kaleidoscope, a weekly public affairs program brought to you in partnership with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland, Kaleidoscope Magazine, and News Channel 5.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast today. The Cleveland Metropolitan School District's newest school is Facing History New Tech High School, and its principal, Mark Ngolia, is here to talk more about the school and the curriculum there. Later, we will hear from Latoya Smith and Simone Jones of Sankofa Fine Art Plus. They'll tell us about the annual Cooking for the Arts event taking place in October. And in the broadcast after that, Darlene Hardiman and Aria Williams will explain how their organization is making an impact in local communities. Good morning again. This is Kaleidoscope. I'm Leon Bibb, and glad to have with us the new principal, Mark Ngolia, who's principal of Facing History New Tech School, part of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good to have you with us, Mark. Tell me, what is this school now, Facing History New Tech High School?
Well, we are the first of its kind in the country. New Tech schools are all over the country. There's about 130 of them. Facing History is an organization from the East Coast out of Boston. They have one school in New York, but we are the first that has combined New Tech and Facing History. New Tech is a project-based school. These kids are working in groups. You won't see teachers leading the show. The kids are doing most of the work. The kids are creating something, and then we are bringing a history piece to it now, where we want our students to, know who they are, reflect on who they are, grow as a person, and become that civic responsible citizen when they graduate from us.
Part of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District.
Yes.
Right. Now, where you located?
We're located in the Charles Mooney building over off of State Road in Montclair there.
Yeah.
We are on the 3rd floor. It's a completely renovated area. It's a great space for kids to go to school.
How do you see the curriculum as preparing these kids for the 21st century and for education, which must come after high school?
Well, just like work, you never work alone.
Yeah.
And there's very few jobs out there like that, so we are preparing kids for college and for work where they are always working together. So when you walk into our classrooms, you will see groups of at least 4 kids sitting at tables. They will have a computer out, everything is out, their agendas are there, they do a lot of things via the internet. They create things in Google Docs so they can do it that way, so they don't always have to be sitting right in front of each other. But again, we are bringing that reflective piece to it also, because we want our students to grow not just as students who are learning the curriculum that the state and the district are saying that we should learn, but becoming the person that we would be proud of.
Is the emphasis on technology?
The emphasis is technically not on technology. It's a tool that we use. The emphasis is that collaboration. The big key points are trust, respect, and responsibility. We trust our kids unlike any other school you'll see. We don't have bells, we don't have locks in our lockers. We respect that they're going to do the right things, and we're going to hold them responsible for their actions. You've
been open for the last several weeks now since the school year began. How is it going so far?
It's been a great 3 weeks. This is my 11th year as an administrator. By far the best opening I've ever been a part of. We have 56 students right now. We would like to get that number to a 100. But it was a great opening because our first 3 days were just about the culture of our building and how we do things. So the kids co-constructed our norms and our policies and things like that.
How many faculty members do you have?
We have 10, including me. So we have 7 teachers, a secretary, a guidance counselor, and myself.
So everybody knows everybody?
Everybody knows everybody. I mean, I knew everybody's name by the end of the 2nd day. So there's nowhere to hide.
So there's nowhere to hide. Now, what's been the attitude of the youngsters and their parents? How have they responded to this?
At first, they're a little apprehensive. The smallness, I think, kind of scares some people. You don't get that true high school experience. But we've had the people that were second guessing, we told them spend some time with us. They love it. I've actually had a couple students tell me they haven't been to school and enjoyed it as much in ever.
Yeah, co-ed, boys, girls?
Boys and girls.
About 50-50, is that how you got it?
It's pretty close. I mean, we don't have any criteria for students to enroll. We take, you know, we don't set a number anywhere.
Give me an idea of the curriculum of a classroom. What would be happening in the class?
Well, right now my students, we have English and history together. So it's a double period where kids are, for 2 hours, they're with their English and their history teacher. Well, instead of learning English for an hour, history for an hour, they are doing a project where you roll out what's called an entry document. So they're doing the power of the post. So instead of just learning about the printing press and doing it the old-fashioned way, kids aren't going to learn it. So what we're doing is we're just kind of giving them some information on the printing press, but we brought it all the way to now, and social media and the power of how media truly influences everything that we do.
And the power of words, whether they are printed or written or spoken.
Wherever it is, because now, you know, with the power of the post, the information is out there almost immediately. So we're tying the history to what they're doing today.
How do you get in this school? Now, you've only got 56, you're looking for 100.
You just give us a call.
That's all?
That's all you got to do is call us, come on in and enroll, and we will sign you up, give you a schedule, and you'll be on your way.
And bring your thinking caps and bring out the right attitude.
No doubt.
We don't have any time for any stuff here.
You got it.
Yeah. Let me put a phone number on the screen. I think we've got a phone number here of 838-8600, 838-8600.
And just mention you're interested in enrolling, and we'll set something up for you to come on in.
And you're looking for, you've got great plans for this. I mean, I can see in your eyes, you are looking downrange.
It is an excellent opportunity for the students of Cleveland. I mean, it is truly going to be one of those schools where people are going to be talking about our success.
And you're located in the old Brooklyn area.
Yes.
What's your address over there?
3213 Montclair.
Oh, thank you.
3213 Montclair Avenue.
32.
We are located on the 3rd floor of the Mooney Building.
Okay. And you've got 56 kids. You're looking for 100. You plan on being there by next year?
Definitely.
That's it?
And then we will build, next year we'll have this current group of 9th graders will be 10th graders, and we'll bring a whole new group of 9th graders. It'll be 9 through 12 after 4 years.
Thank you very much. Mark Angolia, principal of Facing History, the new tech school, a part of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District.
Thank you.
Good to have you on the broadcast. Good to have in the principal's office again. I'm in the principal's office again. Thank you, Mark. Good to have you on the broadcast. I'm going to take a break. Be right back after this. Good to have you with us for Kaleidoscope today. Sankofa Fine Art Plus hosts its annual Savor the Flavor event in mid-October. Its board president, LaToya Smith, is here, and marketing committee member Simone Jones are here as well to tell us about this event and some changes that you're going to see this year. Good to have you with us. LaToya Smith sitting next to me, and Simone Jones sitting on the outside.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Yeah. What's the mission of what is Sankofa Fine Art Plus?
Sankofa Fine Art Plus is a 13-year-old nonprofit organization that helps to advocate, educate, and develop African-American artists and underrepresented artists in the community.
So you like to keep that thing about art going?
Yes, we do. Yes,
Man and woman cannot live by bread and water alone. We need art in our lives.
That's right. That's right.
You would agree with that, wouldn't you, Simone Jones?
Absolutely.
You're getting ready for a big event. Tell us about that event.
Well, I'm so excited about this event. It's going to be a great evening of food tasting and fun. Savor the Flavor is going to bring together art and food, two of my favorite things. So it's going to be great. We're going to have live entertainment. We're going to have an auction, lots of food. So be sure to wear some comfortable pants, preferably with an elastic waistband.
So that we can expect. I've been doing this a long time. I've never heard that line before, but it certainly works. We get the idea. Sankofa, it's cooking for the arts, and you're going to have it, as my notes say, at the Student Center Ballroom at Cleveland State University.
Yes.
Which is at 21st and Euclid, East 21st and Euclid on October the 19th, the evening of October the 19th.
Yes, 6 to 9 p.m.
Other than an expanded stomach and waistband, what do you want folks to walk away with if they come to this event?
I want them to walk away with an appreciation for the arts and understanding the great work that Sankofa is doing in our community. The event is to fundraise for a big project that we're working on now called Artivation, and LaToya can tell you more about that, but that's the main thing that we want them to understand how important it is to support the arts in Cleveland and to keep it going.
Tell me a little bit about that, LaToya.
Yes, Artivation is what we're really excited about, and it is a collaboration with Fairfax Development Corp as well as Caramel House, and we're doing a live-scale mural of Ruby D, who's from Cleveland, and where this project will take place next month, October 15th through the 31st. And right now, in order for that to come to fruition, we have to have fundraisers. We have great supporters out there. Our presenting sponsors, J.P. Morgan Chase, Fifth Third Bank, Charter One, and United Black Fund. And they've definitely helped us to inspire this vision. So we really want to make sure that this comes to fruition next month.
And that's a very big picture of the great actress Ruby Dee.
Yes.
You told me 90 years old?
Yes, she's celebrating 90 years this year.
My favorite people. So this is all about art, and you're going to put this mural is going to be put up somewhere.
Yes, what we're going to do is select 7 apprentice professional artists to participate with this. And basically it's to help with their development, because we want, this is the way for us to do murals throughout the city.
Now, is that part of the Art Ovation?
Yes, it is.
My notes say Art Ovation.
Art Ovation, yes, it is.
One of your projects.
Yes.
Art Ovation, kind of innovation and art and all of that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
A great technique for the artist to learn.
So you got a bunch of things going. I mean, Sankofa always got going on. Mid-October, Sankofa will host the Savor the Flavor. Now, what's Savor the Flavor? It sounds like something that we ought to be expanding our waistbands with again. Simone, what is Savor the Flavor?
Yes, that's the food tasting fundraiser.
Let's get a shot of that. I mean, if we can get a shot of that on
Yes, and that's coming up October 19th at
and that's the one that's going to be at the Student Ballroom at Cleveland State University.
Yes, absolutely.
2121 Euclid Avenue, 6 o'clock until 9 o'clock. Do you need a ticket to get into this, Simone?
You do need a ticket. We have tickets available on our website. You can also call our office at 216-541-ARTS, and you can purchase a ticket at the door as well.
We're going to put that phone number on the screen. I think the control room is probably working on that. See, that ask and it shall be given. That's what I love about our control room. They are right on it. 541-ARTS, 216 area code 541-ARTS. More information on everything we've been talking about, or go to SankofaFineArtPlus.org. You can get more information on everything we're talking about. What do you envision, LaToya? You're the board president. What do you envision for Sankofa?
You know, our founder, Louise Gessendanner, who started this organization about 13 years ago, she had a huge vision, and it's just a portion of it. She really wanted to expand the arts for African Americans in this area, and so we envision that we continue to grow as it relates to space, and as it relates to membership as far as our artist base, and continue to develop those artists so they can be great entrepreneurs.
Simone Jones, your marketing committee, on the marketing committee for Sankofa. What's been the response for all of this as you talk about these kinds of subjects in the public?
It's been great. I mean, people really do love the arts, and we hope that everyone comes out and supports the event. We're just looking forward to exposing our artists, the audience of Cleveland, to our artists, and we're going to have them on site at the event as well, a lot of the different artists with their art and other wares.
As well, you advocate for African American artists, especially those who are underrepresented in the whole community here, don't you? You advocate for them. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, we do partnerships with organizations like Cozy and like the Karamu House, which is where the mural is going to be installed, to try to give our artists opportunities to participate in other venues throughout the city. So we're excited about that.
Okay.
And our artists are entrepreneurs, and they're trying to stay in business as well.
Aren't we all?
So it's to get them the exposure that they need so that they can continue on with the art that they do.
So that, once again, is going to be Friday, October the 19th. It's called Savor the Flavor. It's going to be held at Student Center Ballroom at Cleveland State University. That's the corner of East 21st Street and Euclid Avenue. Starts at 6 o'clock and goes on into the evening until 9 o'clock. Friday, October the 19th, that evening, you want to be at Cleveland State University, where you will savor the flavor because of Sankofa. That's what it's all about.
Yes,
a little bit of poetic rhythm there going. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
LaToya Smith and Simone Jones, thank you so much for being on the broadcast. It is my pleasure. Good to have you with us. I'll take a break. In a moment, we're going to come back. This is Kaleidoscope. I'm Leon Bibb. Back in a moment. Good to have you with us on Kaleidoscope today. Top Ladies of Distinction is a national organization geared to enriching the lives of individuals in local communities. Darlene Hardeman is president of the Cleveland chapter. She's with us. And Aria Williams heads the Cleveland chapter for teenagers. And they will discuss the mission of the organization and its impact in local communities. Darlene Hardeman sitting next to me, and Aria Williams sitting on the outside there. Good to have you both with us, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. What is the mission of the Top Ladies of Distinction?
The mission of Top Ladies of Distinction is to impact the lives of youth and adults in our local communities. We're a national organization, as you know. There's over 108 chapters throughout the United States, and we all do the same thing as far as supporting the youth as well as adults. And we do that through our programmatic thrust, and there are 5 of them. Beautification, community partnership, senior citizens, status of women, and of course our top teens of America.
Yeah. Okay, well let's talk about one of your top teens. We've got a young lady here, 16 years of age. I think I can give the age of a young woman like that. 16 years of age in high school. Aria Williams, tell me about the teenage chapter of Top Ladies of Distinction.
With the teens, there might be about 12 or 14 of us. Right now, we just started our year. We go during a school year, so September to June. We had a meeting last second Saturday of every month. We have a meeting. We have our top teen advisors, Tilly Coulter, Lady Tilly Coulter. She makes the agendas, and I run through them. So at our meetings, we run through the agenda. We have new business, old business. We talk about fundraisers that we do, and we just go out into the community.
Getting ready to be young women is what you're all doing.
And men.
Yeah, and men. You've got young boys and girls.
Yes, we have boys too.
Boys and girls in this. As you stand on the threshold of adulthood, you're 16 and taking just a couple of hours off from Bedford High School to be with us today as we record this on a Friday. Yeah, what do you envision for Top Ladies? I know you've got the Pink Fantasy Ball coming up. Tell us about that.
We have the Pink Fantasy Ball coming up on September 28th, which is a Friday night. And the purpose of the ball is to raise scholarship funds for our teens. So as they graduate from high school, we are able to provide them with monies towards their scholarships or books or whatever the need would be. And those dollars are determined by the hours of service that the teens have provided during the course of their interaction with Top Ladies of Distinction.
And that big ball is going to be Friday?
Friday, September 28th.
And where's that going to be?
Villa de Borelli's.
Which is on Chardon Road, as I recall. And are tickets available? Or?
Tickets are available. The tickets are $40 per person. The contact person for that is Cheryl Williams, who is my first vice president, as well as myself. We are chair and co-chairs, and we can be reached at 798-9317.
798-9317. That's 216 area code.
216.
Okay, maybe we can get that number on the screen. Or you can also go to TLODINC.org. Get more information. TopLadiesOfDistinction.org. You get more information on everything we've been talking about. You're really trying to save the young people and give them a boost up. How does that make you feel, Aria, to have an organization like this really working with young men, young women like yourself, teenagers, getting you ready? How does that impress you?
It makes me feel really good that adults are, they do want to save the youth, and they are there preparing us. And even if we don't want to be prepared and go out into the real world, they push us to be ready. Preparation for the real world, because it is hard. So it does make me feel good that there are some adults left that do still care.
Oh, there are a lot of people who still care in many, many organizations. What you're doing is being duplicated in many places because we all have a role to play in helping our young people, and this young woman certainly understands that, and those who do not understand it will learn it sooner or later. By and by, as the old folks always said, by and by you'll understand what the old folks are saying. Yeah. So what's next on your agenda? What are you looking at?
Well, nationally, we are looking to, we have a new national president, and she has a new theme that talks about impacting the communities as well as our top teens. In every endeavor that Top Lady has, the teens are involved. And each teen in our local chapters are assigned to one of the chapter members. We also mentor these young people so they can be the best that they can be. And introduce them to, we also partner with other organizations such as the NAACP, National Council of Negro Women, and all of the teens belong to these organizations. So we have a cross mix of training with our youth.
That was so vital that they become part of these organizations that have been there for them for centuries, for decades, certainly, for generations. Darlene Hardeman is president of Top Ladies of Distinction here in the Greater Cleveland area. Aria Williams is president of the teenage chapter of Top Ladies of Distinction. Good to have you both on the broadcast. We wish you well as you get ready for your event on Friday, September the 28th at Villa de Barale on Chardon Road.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, it is my pleasure to have you on the broadcast. Marsha Maccabee, the Urban League, offers her thoughts after this. Welcome back to more of Kaleidoscope. Here's my good friend and yours, Marsha Maccabee, the president and the CEO of the Urban League of Greater Cleveland. Hey, Marsha.
Hey, Leon. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm just doing fine. I'm just doing fine here. You're doing well as well?
I'm doing well, doing well. Listen, the program today certainly inspired me. Our last segment that we had, talking about this Top Ladies of Distinction, and my president, Darlene Hardeman, talking about all the fine work that they're doing with the young people. And what it brought back to mind is I recently had the opportunity to speak with the Christian Business League and presented their breakfast. And what I talked about was the intersection of youth development, community development, and economic development. And the fact that if we don't invest time and energy in helping our youth to be productive, it's going to have an impact in community development and in economic development down the road.
It certainly is. In fact, that was the theme of the speech of Roland Martin of CNN, who was a contributor on CNN. He spoke. You heard about the NAACP event?
Yes, I
talking
did.
about the importance of getting the young people into the organization so the organization continues.
Absolutely. And at the Urban League, we're very proud that we've just relaunched our young professional organization, and we actually within 6 months now have 30 members and a great leader. Gerald Ford is our president. He's doing a great job.
I've got 1 minute remaining. What do you suggest we do to get young people more involved? How do we go lasso them into these groups and get them started? Where do we begin?
Well, the first thing, Leon, is much like Roland said, start in your own family. You've got your own children, you've got grandchildren, you've got nieces, you've got nephews. Make sure that they're connected to something. And, you know, at Sunday dinner when you're all together, you can start talking to them about college. You can start talking to them about their futures. I mean, it doesn't have to be a big thing. You can help to make sure they're connected to extracurricular activities out in the community, because those experiences help to develop young people.
It all begins at the family table, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
The building block of the world is the family.
Absolutely.
Many thanks, my friend.
Thank you,
You're always
Leon.
right on.
All right.
That's going to do it for us. I'm Leon Bibb. Be well.
Kaleidoscope, a weekly public affairs program brought to you in partnership with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland, Kaleidoscope Magazine, and News Channel 5.